she was like my twin sister. Have you seen my mother?
No.
Okay. When you see her, you see me.
And how people told me.
Yeah.
How did she call you?
She used to call me Babu. Yeah, that's my nickname.
Did she call you some kind of name when she fell with you, and another name when she happy? But I know that how mothers can treat children sometimes. When it happened, there's some kind of need there. When it fell, some kind of need they can release.
Clarence, my mother was just like me. My mother was a strong and focused woman. Very, very strong like me. When I say strong, very troublesome like me.
Really?
Yeah. I brought my mother. I'm not different from her.
You brought your mother. Is there any of your siblings who are like you? If you use, using all your words, troublesome, hard-headed, is there any of your siblings who are like you?
In terms of being very stubborn, I said no. But the person I'm next to when you see him, he's a pastor.
The person you next, your older brother, is a pastor.
Yeah, when you see him, telling me, in terms of the look.
Do you listen to him?
No.
Interesting discussion. That's why I want you to come soon. Interesting discussion. So your older brother is a pastor.
Yeah.
Is he in this town?
Yeah, he's here.
Do you listen to him?
Well, in terms of what?
Maybe
in terms of politics, no.
Politics. Sometimes he interferes.
In terms of politics, no. The only person I listen to when it comes to politics, I listen to my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we know your pastor. That where the people be going for now.
Yeah.
To talk to you, talk to you. But do you sometimes interact with your pastor brother? You visit his church, you go around him?
Well, I think I visited his church 1 or 2 times. Yeah.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. Do you have a sister too?
Yeah, I have a lot of sisters from father. And I have 2 sisters from mother.
From your mom's side, you were what, first born?
No, I was the last.
Oh, I see why you think your mom your twin. Okay, I see. That's okay. Yeah. How is the district, by the way?
The district is okay, Clarence. District number 10 is okay. And I'm doing well.
I was just reading the proclamation that you people are coming back. So you're starting section again today?
Yes. Okay. From here, I'm going to work.
Okay. So generally, during the period of your break, what were you doing in your district? I know you'll have a few days you're resting.
Well, Clarence, you see, you have to be very careful when it comes to dealing with your people. Like I said, since Mr. Weah took the presidency, I have not received anything of development fund. So you see, the people thinking will be, oh yeah, but the man got the money, why are you doing the late thing? So that will only identify with people when they got issue, when there's a situation. But to go and start doing project with my salary, no, I don't want to do it because the people say, but the man not getting money, where are you taking the money from? They're not giving me money, but you know how we talk now. Not in any kind of way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the people of district number 10. But the man say he's not getting money for development fund. Where is he getting money from to do this? So now that it's clear, the list boss came on your radio. The evidence is there that I have not received a dime for district number 10. So maybe going forward, I will start doing something. When the poor I got the money, I say no, there's a recalling. That's my point. I wanted the list boss to be on record, to say Yekeh have not received money. And Clarence, your witness. You are living witness. He came and said, I didn't go through the process. But the process is a process, Clarence. Clarence, we cannot be in your class where the Supreme Court have not recognized Mr. Kun as Speaker. I will do a letter to Mr. Kun.
We'll come there. How is your movement? How is it called? You got one movement?
The National Movement to Liberate Liberia from Criminals and Crooks. I may declare my intention maybe May this year or maybe May next year. I may
declare your intention for what?
For the presidency. I will be called political leader if I declare.
So on this show this morning, can we say it's not clear that Yekeh is not contesting in District 10?
No, I didn't say so. I say I may. I didn't go to school, so when I speak English, I like to be very mindful.
I didn't say you say so. I don't want you to put it record straight.
No. I may declare my intention. If I declare my intention, obviously I will not be running to be represented.
How is the movement? I don't see other people. I want to see you with the movement pick up and stuff like those.
Parents, you have to be very careful with what you want to do. Because if you want to achieve certain things, you are the vision bearer. So you have to be very careful. I don't want to when I leave the country, the movement become silent. Why become silent? Because Clarence, these cars will pay money for them. Some of us are very reckless. You take the car, give it to Clarence, be promoting the movement to come. I'm not saying everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Clarence will take the pickup, start holding coal inside. They say, that movement car. And the in will be abused. And that is what I don't want.
But you're supposed to have a leadership, Yekeh.
Well,
Yekeh only be the movement function when Yekeh in the culture, when Yekeh not no movement.
Clarence, when I declare my intention, there will be a leadership for the book. But for now,
are you really serious? You want to be president of Liberia?
Why I can't be president of Liberia? I'm not competent. I'm not capable. I'm consistent. I'm in the interest of the people.
You
I'm not like you, Clarence.
Okay, sir.
When you bring one political leader and make him president, every wrong thing that happening will be right in the eyes of you.
Okay.
And in the eyes of the Liberian people may be wrong. But because it is your government, because you are enjoying, because you are in the court, so everything is right. I'm not that Clarence. Okay. I believe
you became a representative in 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Is there anything you've done for the people in District 10 that they can hold to the chest and say, even if the day Yekeh declares his intention, he's no longer a representative, these are the things Yekeh did for us?
My consistency to the people of the country. Is that what you do? It's about people trusting you. Can people trust Clarence when it comes to being consistent? Or Clarence can be moved tomorrow morning when he gave me 2,000 US? Consistency matters. It's not about how much job you have done. It's about how well people can appreciate you for being consistent for the Liberian people. I'm not only representative of district number 10. I'm representative for the Liberian people. And Clarence, I want to throw this to you as a challenge. I'm the only representative that will go to any country the people come out because of my consistency. People thought I was against former President Weah. I was not against him. I was not against him as an individual. I was against the policy and the manner and form in which the country was being run.
Now, you went throughout the length and breadth of this country and campaigned for Joseph Boakai. I remember in the night, you were in Riverside. You were all over the place. Boakai would become president, and Yekeh would, in quote-unquote, in other people's words, continue to engage the government in a form that they didn't think you would do. What has changed?
Karen, nothing has changed. I'm still the Yekeh you know, and I will be the Yekeh forever until I leave the stage of politics, until I leave the earth. Clarence, let me say it to you.
You want to put a mouse more so you can.
Clarence, let me say it to you. You see, the old thing in your girl.
No, that thing is brand. It's brand. That thing is brand.
I take it back.
Go ahead.
I take it back.
Go ahead.
Clarence, on a serious note, you see, people take politics to be, let me go and chop. Clarence, I could be in the kitchen room of the kitchen of Honorable Boakai right now, you know, where I will say something and he won't tell me no. Where I will have my company, you know, give me a contract that will not show anything. And I chop. Is this what we brought? Is this what we change government for? I said, no, Clarence. We change the government for the Liberian people to live a better life. We didn't change this government for them to bring a machine, yellow machine, that will be liability on the people. You pay 30-something thousand for yellow machine, and you want 50-something thousand every year to maintain the machine. What are we heading to? The machine has become a liability. In my mind, we should retain no machines, revamp JFK, go to Phoebe Hospital. Look at our mothers and sisters. Some of our promises to the Liberian people was our children. Our little sister will not sell between no cars. Are we happy? I said, no. We said we will do a lot of things for the people. The midwives, we will increase their salary. Have we done that? I said, no. In my mind, I brought this government, we have failed the Liberian people. Prove me wrong.
Have you been able to sit with the president sometimes and listen to him since he became president to say, maybe, Uncle or Mr. President, why have you changed? So, you said you would have done X, Y, and Z. What's going on? People are complaining.
So, Clarence, the first time I made an attempt through some people for me to go see Mr. Boakai, it was interpreted differently. The next thing I heard on the radio was on phone. Oh, Yekeh went to build Joseph Boakai. Yekeh went to build Joseph Boakai. My sister called me and said, you listening to the phone? I said, no. So I put my phone on. Stay on the radio. Yekeh going to build Joseph Boakai. Yekeh going to kneel down to Joseph Boakai. I said, oh, is that how it look like? And I went with somebody that worked in the government because I refused to go there. Because I knew at the point, at this point, Mr. Boakai have taken office, there will be a lot of people that feel the too entitled to. They're too much into Mr. Boakai than us that took the race. So I didn't go there alone. It was somebody that worked in this government that convinced me to go there. And somebody that worked in the government I said no. So on God, I say, oh, is this a situation? I said it in the waiting, Yekeh sitting in waiting room waiting for Mr. Walker. Can you imagine? And Mr. Walker was never in meeting. But Yekeh sitting in living room.
But he's president, so now you got whip for the
boss man, give me a chance.
You got whip for the president.
No, boss man, give me a chance. There are certain people, Clarence, when they come to this door, even when you're on the radio, you say, let the person come sit. When I finish with my show, I will talk to them. Clarence, that is what they call reciprocate. You giving back to the person in return what the person gave you. You understand what I'm saying? But there was no respect to me. There was no respect to me. So, you know, I told the Yekeh, I said, go and tell that man. He will feed me. And I was referring to Mr. Walker. When I left from there, they felt it. You think I can't talk?
What was the invitation about?
Well, the invitation was, you know, when Mr. Walker took power, when he gave that 50,000 to the poor of Total, you know, in which we knew that Mr. Walker told us, told the Liberian people that you are living unknown. You are not taking office. In the code of conduct, it's very clear. They say any public, any elected official that will receive anything more than 200 US must declare to the Liberian people in 7 days what's the source of that money. But Mr. Walker, I told Mr. Walker, I said, you need to tell the Liberian people where you took the 50,000 from. Then where the problems are coming from.
And I'm sure the provision is meant to say that when you are already working as an elected official,
no,
I'm talking about president-elect.
No, I challenge you. They said any elected official, there was nothing added to it to say you must be inaugurated. They never say inaugurated.
So the law got intent.
Bossman, until that intent can be interpreted by the Supreme Court, I go by what the law says. Sorry, I'm not educated. I may not be speaking the right English. You can correct me at any time. Until that intent can be only the Supreme Court can interpret the intent of what the law says. Not you and myself. Because the Supreme Court may interpret the intent their own way. That they interpret the intent of Prophet Key their own way and lock Prophet Key up.
If you think President Walker is not proceeding right now, do you think there is still chance for him?
There should be no room for Yekeh. That Mr. Walker, when Mr. Walker thought and feared within himself, that Mr. Weah, former President Weah was getting ready to announce his own result. He called me on this phone, Clarence. Yekeh, you need to get in the street. Why he didn't call the people that are acting that they're more close to Mr. Walker today? I got 10 messages that I will share with you from Mr. Walker. Up to the time election was going on, he was telling me, nephew, go to the place. I was in the night. George Kalano, Imam Gonkwe, and myself, in the midst of amen, going to protect the vote. It is Yekeh today that I'm going to sitting room. Clarence, if you abuse me now, I will disrespect you. Don't abuse me that way. I brought you to power. If I wanted to kill you, I will not put you to power. If I wanted to.
Is this your strategy to continue to be re-elected, that anybody who becomes president, you will not work with the president so that Liberian people can see you like a critical voice?
Clarence, there must be a critical voice. That is what they call democracy. Democracy must work in the space of this country. And we have to practice it. We have to practice it, Clarence. Clarence, look, if you and myself went through an agreement, say, Yekeh, make me the chairman of this place. I will buy a new chair. I get money. But the government money, I will use it wisely. Clarence, I'll make you the chairman. You not take off here. I see you with 50,000. You will tell the people where 50,000 come from. Clarence, if we can only stop the thing to say, Clarence and myself on the same party. Oh, okay, I get Clarence my sister. So anything Clarence do it right. Clarence, their country was for. We must be for the people of this country. I Yekeh Kolubah for the people of this country. You know how many times I've been called, my man, come. You suffer too much. It is your time to enjoy. It is not my time to enjoy. It is the Liberian time to enjoy, to be liberated from poverty.
What are some of the things you wanted President Walker to do? For example, by now, what are some of the things you thought would have happened by now on Walker?
The first thing I thought could have happened was to how you call it? Sorry, I didn't go to school. I can meeting on the wall.
It's okay.
So to improve the life of our mothers. Clarence, you know our mothers are doing business can go to the bank and take loan for 25,000. I mean 25%. When are you going to pay that money, Clarence? Clarence, money in the country, man. Money in the country. If the husband have to go back, if the husband, I'm speaking English, if the husband have to return to remove me, and there will be money play in the process.
We'll talk to that. We'll come to that.
Okay, no, I don't want to be
improving the lives of the people. Yeah.
So you see, money is in the country, Clarence. The money that they took to build that place in Weah could be used for the people of this country. Clarence, let me tell you something. The people matters. We are enjoying. I'm making 5,000 plus as representative. You understand? But you know how many people suffering down there? You think I feel good for my family to be in Ghana, Clarence? Ghana is very expensive. I send 500 US to Ghana every week to maintain my family.
But what's stopping you from bringing your family back home?
Because, Clarence, if this government are broke, cannot be tolerant for me to make my point, to make my opinion on issues. They start to go after me. You think I wanted to go after my family? People say, oh, Yekeh family not here, but my family not here doing former president Weah. Like today, you were voted for me, that today you know my family not here. That deception, Clarence. Clarence, my job I was doing that made the people to come from Habel. Go to Habel, I go to get voter registration card. My job I was doing that caused the people to come from Grand Mokan, that the job I still doing. Oh, you knew I was not doing nothing. I was just talking. I was just going from county to county. Why you voted for me? That today you wanted my job? Don't tell me my job description. I know it.
Do you think you can get re-elected in district?
I can get re-elected at any time.
Anywhere
I can get re-elected.
You think so?
I can get re-elected at any time in any given situation.
There's an impression that some of the people who supported you are now bitter with you.
Yeah, they'll have to be bitter. During former president, we are telling people were bitter. Clarence. Look, Clarence, let me tell you something today. See, these shares in district number 10 voted for me to be re-elected. It's not only United Party people that voted for me. Okay, we agree, so United Party people voted for me, but I have more vote in district number 10 than Mr. Waka. So where the number came from? Clarence, you have to be a serious person. Forget about the way I talk. But when it comes to seriousness, people say they may serious. They may don't be moved by money. Clarence, if I've been moved by money, tell them that money, man. If I'm not going to Mr. Waka, say, tell LeBron why you told that 50,000 now for. You think somebody going to get on the plane to go anywhere beside Mr. Waka and myself? When people go and say, you call Yekeh, let him come. During the election time, the United Party did not call any press conference with all the presence of Yekeh. They call me crazy man. You are in press conference. You not call some people. You call the crazy man. During the election, Mr. Waka took a voter registration card. He said, you call Yekeh, let him come. I will show you the picture. I hope you can post it. Let me show the LeBron board I've taken my voter registration card. Now the crazy man there. Clarence, LeBron board just elected for themselves, not for others.
Let's talk a little bit about the opposition and their engagement with the government. A lot of people say when George Weah was president here in less than 6 months, the opposition united against him. They will critique some of his policy decisions and make recommendations. They were on his back. But it seems there is an opposition that is sleeping. What do you think?
You know, Clarence, when I speak sometimes, people say, oh, we let the women make it talk. Clarence, we need to be slow in the country. We do not have opposition in the country. Opposition not supposed to be in the country be quiet. During former President Weah, we never gave former President Weah a chance. If I'm not in the country quiet, Clarence, nobody can make me scare me, Clarence. Anytime I enter LeBron be hard. I'm an opposition. If they want us to have peace, tell the person, look, you don't suppress Yekeh. These are some of the reasons why Yekeh went loose. Give Yekeh his development money. Let Yekeh do what he can do. But when it comes to my money, the poor hold it, Clarence, what you holding my money for?
But they say there is, I think, 1 or 2 other documents that you have not submitted.
Clarence, you see, when you want to come to the public, you must come to the public. I want to challenge the labours. And he said he can put a bid for people to do the contractor to come do the bid, right? Let me show you one newspaper of somebody that they did. Clarence, I will resign now as representative. Go in now, let you send it before you bring it down.
What do you mean by that?
When you put out a bid, you have to be in the newspaper. That's a public something, right?
Yeah, I mean, what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting to say there was no bid done for any lawmaker. Or when you bring it to the public, we'll talk to the public.
How are these projects done then?
He know. I see. You ready for to go through the project issue? Are you ready to get
submitted all your documents to the
Yes,
case?
I did. And the less bus for operation. When we my contractor to a Johnsonville, they did the assessment.
Who selected the contractor?
Who selected the contractor? Bossman. Everybody carry your own contractor. Don't matter. Yes, everybody did.
But they say one of the things, they say you decided who to be your contractor. How will you do that?
Bossman, I am saying now on the public radio. Let him bring one paper that he did a bid. And people came on that bid. You know, bidding process that everybody got to come, right? Contractor got to come, right? Ain't got to be published in the newspaper. Let me bring one newspaper now. I will stay in this student resign now. Go. I will tell the people to take my team from the district number 10 office. Let them have by election. No, we need to stop joking with the people.
Now, ahead of 2029, Yekeh, who do you think can defeat President Weah?
When I declare my intention, I can defeat him.
Yekeh?
Yes.
And you think George Weah and the other people will join you?
Where do you see the opposition?
You tell me.
Clarence, where do you see the opposition? Opposition in a country. The people are pointing partisan. Somebody like make me sound up to be a partisan United Party until he died. There's a man that was giving false results. That man supposed to be election commission chair. Where is the opposition? Come on, you tell me
the opposition don't have to fight. They are writing,
the opposition need to stand up. We are not saying go for it.
I think they're standing up. They are writing foreign missions. They are writing embassies and other people to draw attention to that matter.
You think that bro understand nothing? The woman that was understand it.
What do you think they understand?
They understand where you will have to be talking. Number one, you have to be creating awareness. Number two, number three, you have to move to the point and say, look, this is what Mr. Bwaka and your government want to do. They want to rig this election in my mind. Tell the people, look, what get in the mind of the people is what in the mind. In the mind of the people, Yekeh is the most consistent lawmaker. You want to walk down one side? I will take one side outside down. You want to try it now? Don't walk there.
To try what? To do?
Just to walk.
To do crafty?
No, just to walk.
But you represented it. Everybody want to.
No, Clarence, you put a 79, if there are 50 200 lawmakers, you put it here, you put my one somewhere, post it, where you get. You want to challenge it?
Why to do that?
Because I'm consistent. Because I cannot be bought. Because I believe in the interest of the people. Nobody now come red before and say, I don't want to eat some. I'll come red and say, I don't want to eat some.
But somebody argue that it is not having a trickle-down effect in District 10. Yekeh, the people say your district is not developing.
Yeah, then give me my money. Yeah, Clarence. Clarence, you need to say, look, this is what we get Yekeh and then use it. Then the poor district number 10 will hold me. Hold me to the push me to the wall.
So why you got the money from the body, 400 bags of cement? They gave you money. Why you
well, Clarence, before I left this place, when the people of Peace Island came to identify with me, they said they met the vice president. Our president promised them 1,000 bags. So they needed my contribution. I said, okay, when I come and listen to the woman when she was speaking. The woman said, when they came to me, I promised. But Clarence, rest and cement, what was expensive? I get a Muslim for 200 bags.
No, but I was asking you now.
You are getting Muslim for 200 bags. That is what I have always done.
You say if you don't receive your money, you can't do development, but you
no, but that is not development. I say, Clarence, you see, you want other United Party people. I say, I don't use my money for development, but I identify with people. That's going to identify with people. I said it. Go back to your recording. I remember anything I say, I remember it. I say, I identify with people. Clarence, don't be that United Party people. Yeah, I beg you. You need to slow down someone. You want to United Party? Tell us.
Not going to work with me.
No, it will not work with you.
Are you available in the instance the head of state, the president wanted to see? Because I remember during a tough time of George Weah regime, there was a particular situation where you were critical and some of your colleagues and others had to carry you to see President Weah at that time. If similar opportunity came, will you go to see President Bwaka?
I got no problem with seeing anyone. But not to set record to say, Yekeh went to do this. Look, sitting with you will not cause me to vote for you. During the election of former President Weah, I will CDC t-shirt. I will send it to you. I will CDC and maybe to vote for former President Weah. Because my supporters are in the CDC. So I got supporters. When United Party was doing the cleaning out campaign, someone came to me with two pictures together. I don't know why they didn't post it. Someone said they put a picture on Facebook. They were in there. So I said, why didn't you put my t-shirt to wear? Wearing t-shirt will not cause me to vote for you, Clarence. When I made up my mind, I will. I can do as my own will. Clarence, when my mother passed on, the vice president called me to sympathize with me. It is today that I'm saying it. My mother passed on, Clarence Massacre came to visit me. It is today that I'm saying it. When my mother passed on, the port managing director called me to sympathize with me. Senator Yomli Kanga called me to a lot of them. Because they know who Yekeh is. Not that they are afraid of me. Because they know from where we come. Clarence, when my mother passed on, what I expected Mr. Bwaka to do? Oh, the committee here, you please go and say our sympathy to my former nephew.
Did the president not call you?
He did not. In fact, post out saying, oh, the man who? The United Party. You see how DC for the people are? So if you want me to work with you, have to have work with you when you're trying to denigrate me. For no reason.
I was just reading, I don't know, I should say a citation or a reading from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that you people are coming back today to talk about national emergency, printing of banknotes and other issues. But before then, there is this big speculation around that one of the things that might form the agenda for discussion will be your expulsion and or suspension and representative, how do you call the man from bombing? The guy was here yesterday, I just forget his name. Jala, Sempi Jala was here, and he said two things. He said, one, if people will just raise signature and cancel my expel Yekeh, I will not be part of it. I will not support it. But then he also asked me, he said, but do you also think the way Yekeh can talk is the right way people supposed to talk? What's happening in your chat room? Is your issue really true? They want to take some action. They want to investigate you.
No, Clarence. In my mind, the callback is to investigate Yekeh. In my mind, I may not be right. I'm speaking English. I want to be very mindful because they are my colleagues. When my colleagues bring me to the public, I'll bring it to the public. We'll get to that. In my mind, my colleagues cannot remove me because they did not vote for me. That place, we have to speak for the people. Clarence, our job is not to build roads. So if we build roads, then why they have public works? Clarence, our lawmakers, we are advocates. Oh, we're putting men there because they're advocating for us. I came as representative because I advocating for the poor district number 10. They are going to leave my job, attend to public women, attend to help minister to be buying ambulance carrying around. That one making the government lazy because we are doing their functions. I see lawmakers and buying ambulance to carry aid. What do you have minister will do?
They say you said something you're not supposed to say.
What did I say? Everything I say, I say my head. I cannot revoice it. I cannot. Look, I made my opinion.
You have no regret?
I have no regret
any
whatsoever.
Statement you made on the
any statement that I made on the Guinea situation, I stay my it. If it was wrong, that's my statement.
Will you turn yourself over to any committee they hostile to investigate you?
If my statement is reasonable, the justice minister are going to write. Look, I see one funny man writing one letter called it said director of police. When you come to national security,
let's just treat it. Let's just in as much as I will not sit there anybody calls and character.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Yeah,
I see the director of police. I see the director of police writing one communication. Is it close to the authority to write the House of Representatives? I'm bringing the House to the lowest. Look, when it comes to national security, the justice minister first, the immigration boss second. Why they have that right? Our rules are very clear. I may not quote it exactly. Our rule says anything I get to do with Clarence that is not lawmaker and myself, Clarence must go to court. Anything I get to do with me and Clarence, I'm going to proceed to court because Clarence need to have a due process.
But probably it's not deemed as safer if it bothers on the national security of the state and your colleagues think you are engaging in a process that will bring about tension between the two countries. They can investigate you.
Okay, Clarence, common sense. When something happen here, who they will ask there? Who they hear? Are you? And they will ask you. When something happen here, who will carry complaint? Are you?
You say that to mean what?
I'm saying that to be you are the head of this place. You are in charge. The justice minister is in charge of all the agencies, security agency. He is responsible to write me or to say, "Look, Mr. Kolubah will need you for this statement." And tell me over to NSA for the statement. Have you heard the justice minister talking anything like that? Clarence, that man is a joker. Look, Clarence, the best thing you can do for me is to leave me. We'll be at peace. Clarence, I like to fight. You not understand me here? I don't like any quiet environment. I like to fight. And when they bring fighting, Clarence, you see me look like somebody that real, dignified, they represent the like the way people can do it. I don't. Because I know they success their job. Anytime I can leave it. People say, oh, Yekeh was calling Tomo Fala. I have never called Tomo Fala since my mother passed on. Since Rachel Kunto or as speaker, I have never gone to the office. Clarence, I got paid for that thing there. I got what I get, Clarence. One more go to Clarence office.
Your leaders, you go there not necessarily to beg.
Bossman.
To influence your communication.
Bossman, I got to influence nothing. We were sent over there to represent our people. If I send communication, the communication will be sound for, and it will be on record. I send communication, it was sound for. Tomorrow I will make reference. I don't have to go beg somebody to put my communication on the floor for what? Why should I beg you? And my communication need to be on the floor. Clarence, so waiting for communications. Let communications come. Master also wrote a communication.
Okay. But Yekeh, somebody is attempting to prove you wrong. Somebody just sent me Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment, Central Office, blah blah. Invitation for base. So Liz can pull up bid. This is a bid. Supply of vehicles for Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. Nobody, I can't talk about legislative project, but let me read it one. This is a bid for supply of vehicle for Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. Okay, legislative support project. The Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment has received the financing from the government of the Republic of Liberia in various currencies towards the cause of implementation of legislative support project in Liberia and intends to supply part of the proceeds for payment under the contract. Number blah 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 blah. Supply 11 assorted pilot project vehicles. The Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment now invites you base from eligible and qualified bidders for the supply of vehicles and earth-moving equipment for the legislative support project described in the. But I'm not sure this is what Yekeh was talking about. This is a bid. So it was a. Let's pull up a bid for cars.
You better tell that man he's not going to be your politician.
To do your project.
You better tell that man he will not be your politician. You know what bringing the whole thing? Because less people want to become politicians.
How?
You know what they become? You think less boss going to be on the radio talking about project business? Clarence, I am saying, and when you pull up bid, it can be in the newspaper, or bid, I just want you to pull on the paper, you put it down to OKFM. Bid is for the process, right? People that have interest to come and apply. Am I lying, Clarence? So how do the public know that you pull up bid? You just read one paper and put it in your office? You be like, Clarence, the public start that thing? Look, Clarence, the less boss, and Prince too. I meant to call Prince too in that day when I call you. It was not Judy Weah. It is Prince too. Prince too then there, they call you, let Prince too then date. You know, always doing. Look at the committee, Prince too, all the committee. Prince too, all the committee.
Yeah, they got some people in the.
Bossman, what they change for Nadikofa for? Have they investigated for Nadikofa? For example, Princeton went to what they born in. They learned something to say it. They gave Princeton $125,000 US to go and settle the people. Princeton went to $20,000 US and change and can't live for the people.
The allegation, man.
It's not allegation. I'm telling you that the money Princeton passing wrong with today.
Yeah, but I want to get allegation because you say
Bossman, I cannot be for my people. I go compromise my people's interests. Princeton compromised the point interest because they gave him $125,000 US.
The allegation. Princeton.
What you call allegation?
But let me talk. Julius said it on call. So listen to him. Maybe you want to say something before we can go to the general line. Mr. Julius said it. Good morning. I'm doing good. I know you're following. That's why you call.
Good morning, Uncle. I'm here. I said good morning. Uncle.
I said good morning, Uncle. I didn't know you are a uncle.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, thank you very much, Julius City. Your colleague Sam Jala says, Clarence, my yellow machine front end Lola went through a bidding process in 2024, but ABK was the only Liberian company that had the main so it went through single source, and Liz should have that. Edward Flomo is here. Even though the line is not open, but I can take the people lawmaker. Representative Edward Flomo, go ahead.
Thank you, and let me say good morning, Clara. Let me say good morning to my police or Yekeh Kolubah. It just regards to the list issue. The list boss. Sorry for saying this, is working, so certified criminal.
No, please, no. 1 minute, Edward. 1 minute. Edward, 1 minute. Edward, 1 minute. Can you just reconsider that characterization of Julius City? It's not fair. You are a leader. When you are in a studio, I will never allow anybody to disrespect you in that manner. You know, you can say he's not saying the truth, but that kind of characterization of another person is not fair at all. Can you just take it back, let's move on. Okay, thank you, sir. Move on. Okay.
That means I can run my district or I'm taking down from list. Then that's what I'm doing. But for the list board to come on air, and then lastly, that people went through bidding process. It's quite unfortunate.
But your colleague said Jala said he went through bidding process for a yellow machine.
Look, that list boss and myself, I give you some document today. And I'm writing and see that will show all of those that went through the bidding process. They give them money for the project. We will see everything.
Okay.
You need to come on air and really lie.
Thank you.
Say that people they all went through the process. Look, it goes out for people that have the whole set of position.
All right, Edward. Thank you. 07777000995. You want to get Yekeh 1 penny? You can be jotting down concerns.
I'm taking notes.
07777009995. 0555026995. Let's take this caller. Then we'll go to America. Hello. Good morning, sir. Cliff. All right, play for us. Okay. Okay.
It's okay.
That has been made into history by selecting Representative Yekeh Kolubah. This man has brought nothing impactful to the district. He has been of no help to the district. All he does is to survive in noise, because that is absolutely what he knows. To make noise and do nothing actually for the district. Nobody has a problem with Yekeh Kolubah advocacy. Nobody has a problem with him doing his work, but he has no impact on the district. There are things within the district that need urgent attention, but Representative Yekeh Kolubah has never done it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Let's hear from this other caller on the line from the US. He already here. The local call, I told you the line only for WhatsApp calls. I beg you. Hello? These men can have sleepless night in America just to be on the show. Then when they call your call and just disturb the line, just take them off the line. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Okay, Alex. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Sabu, go ahead. Sabu, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, mistaken. Let me take former representative Akara's Gray. He's here. Gray, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Darren. I'm also thank you for the sharing of money to Kolubah.
Mm-hmm.
I come because I'm a living example of the strangulation. Okay, that Yekeh and Bolo law because I'm the boy. 6 years when President said it, but you don't say it was the end of this. They wanted to do 2 projects in district number 8. 6 years. But we were deprived of all the projects. 2 days. You see, when there's no tools there in Jalata, we secure that place, and you know, say they pay if an hour there that the people because submitted project, so no lawmaker in the 6 year did.
So what can bring legislative strangulation per your experience?
Yeah, because you disagree with the status quo, either that is in power or your colleagues.
Okay.
Okay, that in power. They did that. What they did when I was time was that you sent a project to the deputy speaker. And when you sent a project to the deputy speaker on our time, what I noticed was that they will submit certain projects to that very list, that very curiosity. And they will not submit certain lawmaker projects. When the year ends, this is the budget year elapsed. That means you have completed the project. If you submit it sooner to the former deputy speaker, but then another thing is that the public work ministry and the EPA, they will not satisfy your area. You see where Mr. Toes they said that area that was match nice, so we put the day house there. I'm surprised that the day house there now. Under the United Party administration, I'm telling you this. The EPA will not satisfy you. The EPA will never satisfy a Yekeh project or the Ministry of Public Works.
Okay.
It's not a function of the lawmakers. The lawmakers will go through the people that will submit the project. It's the responsibility of LIS because they are the implementing arm.
Okay, great.
Go to Public Works and to go to EPA.
Thank you, Akaros.
Sure that the project
Let's let.
but they bring them back to the lawmakers to embarrass the lawmakers, and they will never do that project. Trust me today. And that money they say again, they don't have the money because the budget year is now 2024, 2026. They're eating that money. They can't get that money.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Let's come back to Yekeh. We're not taking any more calls. Yekeh, you're listening to divided opinion here.
Clarence, listen to my brother from district number 10. You know, those are people that used to be to my palaver, to my place every day. You know, oh, chief, we're here for auto move. Because I'm not in the land today, so I'm an unserious lawmaker. I was unserious. He stayed there and voted for me. What did I do? I was dividing rest to them for them to vote for me. No, because of my consistency. I stood against the power that be. So, Clarence, I listened to the politician, the list boss. According to him, was incrassy, Clarence. The Supreme Court did not recognize Mr. Richard Kuhn as Speaker of the House. For 1 year, we were expecting to address letter to who were incrassy. After the class, after my communication, send it to Richard Kuhn. Because now he was deemed to be Speaker. My communication went. So, do you want to hold me responsible for the class? No, I am not. They put this out to hold their own government hostage for 1 year. In the Supreme Court, not recognizing them. Clarence, you need to be serious with the Liberian people. What you need to do as list boss is look. They say no matter your money here. Say your representative, and see what we can't do the project. Isn't that the same thing? You refuse to give the money to the contractor. I've read a lot of communications reminding him. Please give the money to the contractor to adjust the road. They put me the road. Go on that road right now, Clarence. It's bad of my salary cannot build that road. Clarence, like I said earlier, any money I take to do project where they post it, but they're not getting any money. Where you getting money from to do the other one? Now what I said, I can only identify for now. But since late boss have come again to say I did not receive district number 10 money, what I able to do in my power, I will try to do it and explain to the people.
Will you leave politics anytime soon, Yekeh?
Well, the people's voice need to be heard. So I'm on mission. My mission is to accomplish the aim of the people. The people need to be liberated from power governance. We need to stop it. Clarence, Liberia is for all of us. I spoke for 6 years and I will speak for another 6 years. My statement was my opinion, and the Justice Minister knows very well it's an opinion. I said, Guinea feel within themselves that the land for them, so they are coming for the land. I spoke English, and the Justice Minister sat down and listened. I said, the place in the yellow is for Guinea. That place is for Guinea. Have you asked me what place? I mean the place in the yellow. Anywhere that in yellow is for Guinea. Anywhere that in red, white, blue is for Liberia. So when I say the place in the yellow is for Guinea, then you hold me responsible for saying the place in the yellow? Clarence say the person in that room, like my woman or like my friend. Clarence not say the person in OKFM room. So ask Clarence what room. No. People say they are educated. I spoke my English. I can better interpret my English. In Clement, nobody can make me scare in the
You
country.
will go interpret to the committee.
Bossman, I will not interpret to nothing. No, we are being called for special session, right? Huh? Read the heading on that thing, just read the heading, and then go to when it was signed for. So I wrote a communication. What
Request for the speaker to
recuse
himself.
Yeah, go down to when they signed for it. March what thing?
March 17.
Please get my letter. I don't want you to go to the detail. No, don't go in. Don't go into my letter. So I also have a communication parents. So when you want to be real with the Liberian people, if my communication came March 17, your communication coming today. So my communication, your communication must meet.
Okay, thank you so much, Yekeh Kolubah.
Clarence, let me say to my supporters. Let me say to my supporters, they shouldn't be detained. Nobody, none of my colleagues can take me from that place. Not disrespect to them. But do not wound the snake and let it go in the bush. Don't say that in pepper and bossy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unless the people can interpret the Bible for me. Okay, my name is Fiso. I'm taking my usual weekend break. Monday morning, I'll be back here. I've been playing also representing.
I'm sorry for coming late.
Kolubah. Okay, no problem again. Okay, we'll always talk these things. Thanks so